Hi everyone, and welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make this potted Deux bracelet, and this was designed by u.megmeg on Instagram. I'll have her name in the description box below, and I'll make sure to bring it up here in just a second. But she was the third place winner in my international design contest, so I'm filming the tutorial for this design. And it's a really pretty design, but it does take some time to get the hang of, so if you have to watch this a couple times, don't really worry about it, because I definitely had to try about, 8 times before I got this full bracelet. So anyway, I'll bring up her profile here. It is u.megmeg. Like I said, I'll have her name in the description box below, and this is her account, so make sure to check it out on Instagram and give her a follow for me. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So what you're going to want are probably 3 colors of bands, though if you want to just do 1 color for the inside, that's okay too. You're also going to want a hook. I'm going to use my double-ended hook, and you're going to want a C-clip. So we will get started. For the moon solar bands, which are like the border in the center in this bracelet, I'm going to use black. And then for the pink and the bluish pearl color, I'll be using zebra and clear bands. So to start, you'll take a black band and cap it on your hook. Then you'll take 2 more black bands, pull this through the cap band, and when you close, make sure that the inner bands are the same, 2 sides of the same band, and the outer bands are 2 sides of the same band as well. Then you'll take another black band, pull this through the first 3, and grab the outer one. So you'll only be pulling that through the middle 2 bands, and then you'll just rearrange this one so it's on the outside. Then you'll take another black band through just this first loop, and reattach, then slide this down, take another black band through just this first loop. So now you'll have 6 loops on your hook, and it'll look something like this. Now we're going to start with this first section, and as you can tell, there's this section and then this one, and it just alternates each time. So I'll show you how to do this first section twice and the second section twice. So the way I like to organize this to make sure that all of my bands end up in the same order is I put 1 band in the back always. So this zebra band is always going to be in the back for me, and this clear band is always going to be in the front. So when I put them on my hook, the zebra band is closer to the end of my hook. I'm going to start by pulling this through the first 3 loops. Both bands through the first 3 loops. You'll lift this first one, and what you're going to do is fold both of these, make sure that they stay in the same order, over the end of the hook like so, and then you'll lift these outer 2 black bands and rearrange them so that they're on the outside. And then make sure that this band that's on the bottom is the band that's on the inside, so my zebra band should be on the inside here. And if you have to hold it, that's okay. It might look a little bit weird right now, but you can always adjust it later. Now what you're going to do is take a black band, pull this through the first 3 loops, so the 2 black and then the clear, and just reattach. Then take another black band through the first 3 again, which will be the first 2 black and then the zebra. And once you've done that, you can go ahead and switch this around to the other end of your hook, and we'll repeat the same thing on the other side. So again, make sure that whatever band you have in the back is always in the back. It just makes the bracelet a lot neater, because you really can't switch these 2 bands, but you can organize the way that they're sitting in the design. So you'll take these 2 bands, pull them through the first 3, lift this first black band, and making sure that they stay in order, slide these bands over the black and over the end of the hook, then reattach the outer black band and rearrange so that the black band is on the outside, and then again making sure that this bottom band, which is my zebra band, is also on the inside. Now I'll take 2 black bands. This first one will go through the first 3 loops, which should be the 2 black and the clear. The second one will go through the first 3 loops, which is 2 black and the zebra. So if it looks anything like the other side, then you know you've probably done it right. Then, to finish this section off, you'll take one black band through the first 4 loops, and you'll reclaim these outer 2 so that you'll have a fresh 6 loops to work with. And if your zebra band is doing this like mine is, don't worry about it. You can always fix it later, and you can just simply pull this band out too, and it'll usually fix itself. But now we're going to start on the second section, which is these bands going to the inside. So again, taking my zebra band and the back and my clear band in the front. This section is a little bit different, so make sure to pay close attention. You're going to pull these first 2 loops. Sorry, I don't know what's up with my throat today, it's really clogged. Anyway, pull these first 2 loops, or 2 bands through the first 2 loops. You'll lift this first black band up onto the hook. You'll lift the second black band up onto the hook, and then both of these bands. Now, when you're doing this, make sure that you keep your bands in order so that your zebra band is here on the inside, and then your clear band is closer to the middle. You'll move just this first loop over to the outside, and be very, very careful because these bands will come undone if you're not careful with this. Then you'll take both of these loops and fold it over top of the black. Make sure that the zebra band is on the inside, closest to the zebra, and then this clear band is on the outside, just like the other clear band. Then take both black loops, pull this off of your hook, and also pull these clear and zebra loops off the hook, and then reattach those black. Now your zebra band should be on the inside of, or on the bottom of the clear, and then your clear band should be closer to the center. But now what you're going to do is take one black band, pull it through these first 2 black loops, like so, and then slide this down to the other end, turn it around, and we'll repeat the process. Take a zebra band and a clear band, make sure the zebra band's in the back, pull this through the first 2 loops, pick up both loops, and put both of your bands onto the hook. Again, being careful that your zebra band stays on the inside and your clear band stays on the outside. You pull this black band over to the outside, and making sure that you kind of hold these down because they will pop out. You'll fold the zebra band over the black and the clear band over the black as well. If you have to do them one at a time, that's okay. Just make sure that you get them, correctly. And also, when you're trying to pull these over, just be careful that your other bands don't fall out because they aren't really attached yet. So once you've done that, your zebra band's on the inside, your clear band's on the outside. Take these 2 black loops off the hook, as well as the first 2 loops, which is 1 zebra and 1 clear loop. Reattach your black. Your zebra is going to be on the bottom. Zebra is going to be on the bottom of the clear. The clear is going to be closer to the center. Then you'll take a black band through the first 2 loops and close. And now we're going to work on the center. So take 2 black bands, and making sure that both of your clear bands are close to the center, you'll pull this band through the first 7 loops, and you'll pick up the outer 3, which is 2 black and a zebra band, and you'll leave these inner 4 on the black. Then, making sure that your zebra bands are directly on the outside of the center black, you'll pull this through the first 6 loops and reclaim the outer 2. So now you have something like this, and if your zebra band is overlapping, you can just pull this up and it'll fix itself pretty much. So you'll have something that looks like this. And now I'll show you how to do the first section, because now we're reverting back to the first section. And once you pull the center black band through, you're not going to pull another band to start the next sequence. We're just going to use these 2 bands here and these 2 bands here with this center band here that finishes off the last loop. So don't get confused and think I'm not adding another loop when I'm supposed to, because that's just how the bracelet works. So anyway, making sure that your zebra band is in the back, we're going to go back and do this first section again. So pull these two bands through the first 3 loops, lift the first one, and take both of these loops, making sure your zebra band is kind of closest to the end of the hook. Going to flip this over the end and reclaim the outer 2 black and put both of those loops onto your hook. Rearrange these black bands so that they're on the outside, and then your zebra band is closer to the middle. Going to take 2 black bands. This first one will go through the first 3, the 2 black and the clear. Your second band will go through the first 3, which is 2 black and a zebra. Go ahead and do that. Now switch this around to the other side, and we'll repeat the same thing. Zebra band in the back, through the first 3 loops. You'll lift the first loop and flip both of these bands over the end of the hook. Now be careful when you're doing this that your clear band doesn't go over top of the zebra. Reclaim the outer 2 black and then rearrange them. Make sure that your zebra band is in the middle and that it is also on the bottom of your clear. And if your clear band starts to overlap it, just make sure that you fix it, because now mine looks kind of weird. If you have to pull it, then just make sure that you do that. Then, with your clear band on the outside, take your black band through the first 3 and close, and take your black band through the first 3 and close. So now it'll look something like this. And if your band is looking a little bit weird, just again adjust it and it'll look something like this. And again, you can always adjust it after you finish the bracelet, which is what I'll do here. Now, before you go on to the next section, make sure that you take 1 black band through the first 4 and lift the outer 2 so that you capture this band we were working with these center bands here. And now I'll show you how to do the second section one more time. Take a black band and a zebra band, pull this through the first 2 loops, lift both of those black loops back up onto your hook, and put both of these loops back on, and then arrange this outer black band so it's on the outside. Fold your zebra band and your clear band over. Make sure they stay in order, that your zebra band stays on the inside. Pull these 2 black bands off along with those 2 loops, and then reattach the black bands after you finish doing that. And if you did it right, your clear band will be closer to the center. Then you'll pull a black band through those 2 loops so that you so that you finish off this section with these bands on it. Then switch this around to the other end. Take a zebra and a clear. Make sure that zebra's in the back. I always make sure of that. And pull this through the first 2 loops. Pick up both of these black loops and reattach both of those, detailed loops. Rearrange these bands so that your clear band and your zebra band fold over the black. Your zebra bands are both on the inside, the clears are both on the outside. Take your 2 black bands off, and with them the clear and the zebra band that you just folded over. Put your black bands back on, and pull a black band through the first 2 loops. Now you should have your clear bands closest to the center. You'll take a black band, pull this through the first 7 loops, and leaving the middle 4 there, reclaim the outer 3. Then taking another black band through the first 6, reclaiming the outer 2. We're going to leave the middle 4 in there. And then from here, you'll just continue with the first step here, so you can continue with that. And then pause the video here, come back, because the finishing part of this bracelet is a little bit different. But to finish it off, what you're going to do is you'll stop at the second section here. You'll take another black band and pull it through the side again. Switch it around. Take another black band, pull it through the side again. So this is right before you start your next first section here. And then you'll leave the center section alone, just taking one last band through all 6 loops and reattach. This way it gives you a nicer finish, and this top part isn't so smushed. So I added an extra band here because I tried it just putting all the 6 of those loops into one, and it got really smushed up in this last section. So yeah, this is how you'll finish it off, and then adjust your bands obviously as you need to. But for now, that's going to do it for this video, so thank you for watching. If you liked it, make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe. I'll have u.megmeg's name in the description box below. Make sure to check her out on Instagram, give her a follow for me, but that is going to do it for this video, so I hope to see you next time.